Yes. You've lived in a place all your life, but driving around it, you see sights that you never really saw before. To I mean, we've been in parts of Philadelphia that I haven't been into. I haven't been in. It's totally new to me. Hey, I mean, I've never actually been in these parts of Philadelphia, so I can actually say they're new to me. I mean, the sights and the sounds. I mean, I actually saw my first non-passenger train doing a milk run. I mean, hey, that's something to see, though. It's something to hear, especially at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. That is something to hear. I mean, people think that just because they've been a certain place that they really took a look around that place, just to actually see the sights. But you can live in a place all your life and still not see everything. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I mean, like a person from Miami can be in Miami all their lives, but never see the really good things. They might see something, they might go to the beach or something like that, but it's more to a place than a beach, and it's everyday sights and sounds and people. You get to see a cornucopia of people when you drive around and actually look. I mean, we've even been to places where it looked like the wooded area. It looked like there was once horse trails there. I mean, hey, I mean this. I mean, the Philadelphia and the Pennsylvania area does have a rich historical, you know, significance, as, I, as you say. But you gotta. It's like you gotta wanna notice. You know, you gotta wanna really take it in to really know what it is you're looking at or looking for. You know, the sites are great. You know, I like them. I mean, there are people that probably won't agree with me, but you know, but mainly, I've talked to people outside of Philadelphia, outside the country, and they can't tell me, that they've actually been here, so they wouldn't know what I was talking about. I told them, why don't you go take a look around your neck of the woods, take a little sightseeing tour, around your side of the woods to see what's going on, and see what historical facts you can dig up about it. It may surprise you. I mean, I mean, it's like on that show Star Trek where you go to other worlds and you seek out new life, new civilizations. You're boldly going where other people have gone before, but you're actually trying to find out about them you know, and so on. So you don't really know what it is to like be outside your comfort zone as far as that. So What you got to do? You got to explore, man. You got to explore, look around. That's what I do. I explore, I look around. I'm only too happy to do it. I mean, I've been to all three city halls so far. On one trip with my grandfather, we were just driving around, and he showed me this old trail through the Pennsylvania woods where they ride through on their horses. You know, he showed me old wagon trails where the man would deliver vegetables, and he would use a certain route. He would come up and deliver his vegetables. You know, we saw a lot of. We even there's been times that he's taken me someplace in Philadelphia, like Huntington Valley. Um, we had to drive past some. We had to drive past like a couple cornfields and stuff. Well, it was pretty decent out there because we got to see cows and chickens and all that. You never really know what you're gonna see, you know, until you actually turn around and look what's beyond your own back. You know, become an explorer. You know, if I could, I would become an explorer. You know, put your, I mean, like totally, you know, make a video about it. Become an explorer and totally tell everyone about you know your adventure. You know, because that's what you do. That's what um that's what being an explorer is. It's sharing ideas. You know, and that's what it is to be an explorer. You've got to share, and that's what it is. Yeah. You know, on this little trek and adventure, you're in your own backyard, see, and you're learning about the history of your home and your location and your people. You know, it's always proper to know you where you've been before you can know where you're going. Yeah, that's what it boils down to. So think about that. I mean, and to answer people's questions, no, 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 and no. I have not seen the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness yet, you know, but I'm just gonna, you know, because getting them tickets is hard. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Unless you pre-order them tickets before, you know, before anybody else, you'll never get them. But I'm gonna tell you, it's like what you gotta do is you gotta explore. Explore, exploring and sightseeing is part of learning. It is. My When I was in high school, my teachers used to always encourage us, you know, by taking us on little field trips, you know, around our city. We've been to an old farm. We've been to an old farm. We saw old tools that was made by black people back then. I mean, we've seen we went to a museum and actually seen Confederate money. I mean, we basically we just went around and looked and took notes, and And our teachers based. That's how our teachers taught us, like American history and stuff like that. It was like, and then we went to the shipyards, and I saw this replica. It was a replica. Someone actually, I don't know about someone, but I don't know who owns this boat, but someone actually built a wooden boat, and it was authentic looking. We didn't go aboard it. We just looked at it. We asked questions. You know, but the place, the place where we went, where we went was not too far from the art museum, and we went there, to find the most information. I mean, they had pictures of Ben Franklin, John Hancock. They had they had a copy of the Declaration of Independence sitting by this big replica made of pewter of the Liberty Bell. I mean, it was just a lot of stuff to see. And when you're a kid back then and you're seeing that stuff, hey, I mean that's something. Our thing was we had to make a video record of our trip, you know. So our teacher let us use like the video camera, and each one of us took turns, reporting on each location that we visited. It was just, I mean, even our what you call it, our his, our historic, the area where our school was located, Mount Airy, that has some historical value to it too, because people's been finding a lot of Confederate stuff up there. A lot of, one guy found the old Confederate food. Um, there was this one guy a couple of years ago who found old, and it was inside a cave. He found an old, I think it was an old rusty coin. It was just crazy. It was nuts. But it's just, it's just it was just something that you would have never get. But when you get a chance, you should always take a look around, in your homes, around the area where your home is, and try to find out about the area, do a historical study on it. You know, it's just something. It's something to pique an interest. You can do wildlife studies on the area, and I've done wildlife studies on this area. Boy, I've seen things like possums, raccoons. I've seen hawks. I've even seen bats one time at night when we were coming down from Devil's Pond. We passed this sort of cave like, and you could see the bats flying away from out of it, the other side of it, and they were like circling around it, like kind of circling. It looked kind of ominous, but it was a good sight to see. I mean, as kids, you don't get to see that type of thing. But on your own, you never know what you might see. You never know what you might see. So when you get a chance, give your area the old once over. The old look See, you might find interesting things. Who knows? You might find Indian artifacts or something. You never know. Old coins. I mean, it's been known to happen. I mean, one time, one time, this kid was with us at we were at Tuckany Creek, or actually Talcany Creek. This kid was with us. We were looking around. We were just taking pictures, goofing around. You know, we were walking around. We actually wandered. We actually wandered into some kind of. It's like an arboretum. It wasn't fenced off or anything. You know, it just had a sign, private property. You know, but it didn't say no trespassing. So the guy let us look around. No, all we did was look. But it was a nice thing to see. Because you got to see plants that you never really got to. I mean, I've seen um like roses, a lot of roses. I saw red roses, white white roses. I saw carnations, gardenias. I mean, this guy was even growing he was forced growing orchids in this part of the arboretum. He converted it into a hydroponics lab, and he was forced growing orchids. I mean, it was a sight to see, and that got me really interested. You know, and I thought you guys might want to know about that, and you know, it might encourage you to take a look around your own home and see can see, what you can see, and what you can learn. You know, knowledge is a good thing. You never have too much of it. Knowledge is a very good thing, and it's it's just part of the world. Learning about the world you live in and how to live in it the most efficiently, most how to live in it efficiently and get the most out of it. But you know, that's what you do. But it's all up to you, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, the world is a open book, and it's up to us to turn the pages and solve the mystery. You know, solve the mystery of the place we call home. You know, this wondrous place that we are living in with our parents. We should go to them and ask their story. You know, and from that, you know, just start putting pieces together. I mean, it's like a treasure, but you know, but it's up to you. See ya.